This is Levack, I'm Dan America, and on Hollywood Blockbuster Video, we're going to be discussing the enigma that is Krull. I'm going to start to introduce my rating system.
Okay.
And pretty much what I do is I tell people how much movies are worth or how much they should be paying to see these movies.
Okay.
Last time I did Top Gun and One Crazy Summer, and I believe that Top Gun is worth $1. Oh, and then there's One Crazy Summer, which I feel you should be paying $10 to see it. However, I will pay you $10 to see One Crazy Summer because it's that good. But we're not talking about One Crazy Summer or Top Gun right now.
Okay.
We are talking about the, I don't even know the words to describe, the majesty, the
tour de force,
enigma.
Completely snubbed by every award show. It was a problem. I mean, for me, it's the first time I saw the Budweiser Clydesdales, put to real good use. So that's right there. I mean, it's a win for me.
Now, according to my rating system, I believe that Krull is worth $5 today.
Okay.
But in the 80s, $10. Because if you
deflation instead of inflation, you're deflating the price.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm with you. I'm following.
Because of the graphics, see, that must have been a big deal in the 80s.
It was.
It was so obvious that all that they were doing was green screening a lighter into their hands. Krull follows.
But that was a big deal. We didn't know about green screens yet. We just knew that magically fire was appearing from their hands.
After the awesome flame is introduced, and then the guy has to go out and go into that mountain.
We got to find the mountain.
Yeah, to find the mountain. Okay, so the quest makes absolutely no sense, does it?
But the blade was so cool. Like, I remember as a kid, everybody I knew was making one of those stupid blades.
To fight the big giant head?
Just to see if I could throw it and it would come back. I mean, God, I could have just bought a boomerang. But no, I had to try to make the Krull blade.
How do you feel about the villain in Krull, the big giant head?
It is pretty comical. Because, even when you do see more of him, he's, so fuzzed out. Because, clearly it's just a guy in a scuba suit with some stuff duct taped to him. But, again, for then, it was really well done.
And it had a Cyclops.
Yes.
And an awesome Cyclops that just kind of he was a Cyclops stalker. Wow, Krull's kind of creepy. Because all the Cyclops ever did was just slowly stalk the rest of the group. He was
He's always behind a tree. And you assemble this crack team to go fight the ultimate evil in your universe, but nobody notices the giant Cyclops hiding behind a tree 6 feet back. That's a pretty good point too. There's some hole in this movie you're finding right now.
But where the money's at? Why we should be paying to see this movie is the sound that the weird stormtrooper guys make when they die. They're always like.
That's exactly what it sounds like. I've got raccoons fighting up behind my house every night lately. That's what they sound like. I think that's where they got the sound.
That must have been what those things were then.
We just figured out another thing in the Krull movie.
But what always baffles me about Krull is it supposed to be like Lord of the Rings? Is it supposed to be Star Wars? Nobody knows.
I think it's Conan, Beastmaster, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think if you took all those together, you get Krull.
Now, here's some interesting fun facts about Krull. Do you know pretty sure that was Liam Neeson's first movie.
See, I didn't know that, and honestly, you told me that in the pre-meeting here, because we're very official.
Yes.
And I still don't remember him. I don't think I want to discredit him.
Liam Neeson is so in this movie, but he's not your typical Liam Neeson of I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you.
He hasn't been Rob Roy yet.
Yeah, he hasn't been Rob Roy yet. He hasn't even been Darkman yet in this.
Darkman, that's another underrated movie, by the way.
Yes, but in Krull, Liam Neeson is just a bandit. And one of the weird things about the movie Krull is that the death scenes in that movie are actually really brutal for the lack of graphics.
Right. As brutal as you can be with ketchup and paint. That's the blood. But still, they went all out. The acting was, it was like they went and they raided one of the best local acting troupes and found Liam Neeson and the Cyclops.
Did you know that the shapeshifter in Krull was actually the teacher from the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I did not know that.
way of
I knew
saying
I recognized him, but I didn't know where I recognized him.
Everyone always recognizes that guy, but then they're just like, I don't feel like looking it up. Well, I looked it up, and Charlie Bucket's teacher is a shapeshifter who shapeshifts into a lion to fight the bad guys.
Yeah. And mice and other just random things.
Now here's my question about Krull. If they had the flame hand the whole time, like the girl has the flame hand the whole time, why doesn't she just use that on the big giant head?
I think that's where you get the overwhelming story where it all comes together, where true love can conquer all. Because it takes the two of them together
to create the flame
a
hand.
flame or a burning sensation at least that would take out the evil.
And that fights that can defeat the big giant head who just landed there from planet Big Giant Head.
It will deter big giant heads, burning sensations.
Okay, well, we're going to close this up with getting your opinion of how much do you think somebody should pay to see Krull?
Yeah, on your scale, I'm gonna go $3. I think
$3.
Everyone I've ever made watch it looks at me like I'm crazy. So I want you to see it, but I don't want to be responsible for you seeing it.
Although I want to argue with you, I'm going to compromise with you. How much did it cost you as a kid to make the little throwing star?
Being grounded a week. Because when you tape knives together and throw them in a tree, your mom gets real mad. Real mad.
Well, there you have it. Krull is worth a week's worth of grounding because after you see it, you will want to make a little throwing star. You will put knives in it, you will get it stuck in a tree, and no matter how old you are, your mom's going to ground you.
Happens.
And that's the price of watching Krull.